Picture the last time you were in an English conversation, not a practice conversation, a real one. And think about the three moments that felt hardest. The beginning, that moment when you had to open your mouth first and start something from nothing. The middle, that moment when the conversation hit a wall, when the small talk ran out, when the silence came and you had absolutely no idea how to keep it going. And the end, that moment when you wanted to leave but did not know how to close the conversation naturally without it feeling awkward and abrupt. Three moments: beginning, middle, end. And most English learners have never been taught what to do in any of them. They were taught vocabulary, they were taught grammar, they were taught to introduce themselves, but nobody taught them how a real English conversation actually works. Until today. Because today, day 8, you get the complete blueprint. How to start any English conversation, how to keep it going for as long as you want, and how to exit it warmly and naturally, leaving the other person thinking, I really enjoyed talking to that person. 3 parts. One complete conversation. Yours from today. Welcome back to Everyday English with Ember. I am Ember, day 8 of the 10-day English speaking challenge. 7 days in. And look at your system right now. A speaking habit, shadowing, chunks, a speaking formula with fillers, 3 conversation simulation techniques, pronunciation clarity. 7 layers, 7 days. And today, day 8, we take all of that, everything you have built, and put it into a real live conversation from the very first word to the very last. Because here's what I have noticed about English learners who have all the right tools. They freeze anyway. Not because they do not know enough English, but because they do not know the structure of a conversation. They do not know what comes after hello. They do not know how to move from small talk to real talk. They do not know how to keep the energy going when it dips. Today, we fix all of that with one complete blueprint that works for any conversation with any person in any situation. Now, let us build the complete conversation. Here is something that might surprise you. Most English conversations do not fail because of bad vocabulary or wrong grammar. They fail because of structure. Specifically, because one or both people do not know how to move the conversation forward at the right moment. Think about a conversation like a bridge. A bridge has 3 parts: the approach, the span, and the landing. The approach is how you get onto the bridge. The span is the main crossing. The landing is how you get off safely on the other side. If the approach is awkward, you hesitate to get on. If the span has gaps, you fall through. If the landing is abrupt, you stumble off. And that is exactly what happens in conversations without a blueprint. Awkward openings, dying middles, abrupt endings. Today, we build the bridge, all 3 parts, smoothly, confidently, completely. How to start. The opening. The opening of a conversation has 3 steps. Step 1, the opener. A natural first sentence that creates an opening without being too intense or too formal. The best openers are situational. They refer to something in the shared environment. Brilliant weather we are having today, is it not? That was a really interesting presentation. What did you think? Have you been waiting long? The queue seems to move quite slowly. I love your bag. If you don't mind me asking, where is it from? Are you enjoying the event so far? Notice, these are not just hello. They are observations about something real, something shared, something that immediately gives the other person something to respond to. Step 2. The follow-up question. After your opener and after they respond, ask one genuine follow-up question about what they just told you. Not a new topic, not a prepared question, a follow-up to what they specifically just told you. If they say, "Yes, I really enjoyed the presentation," the follow-up is, "What part resonated most with you?" If they say, "I have been waiting about 10 minutes," the follow-up is, "Oh, really? Do you come here often then?" This is the most natural conversation technique there is, and the most powerful, because when you respond specifically to what someone said, they feel heard. And when people feel heard, they want to keep talking. Step 3. Introduce yourself naturally. After the opener and follow-up, the introduction happens naturally, not, "Hello, my name is Sarah," followed by silence, but, "By the way, I don't think we have met. I'm Sarah." "By the way" makes the introduction feel natural rather than formal, and it signals warmth rather than obligation. How to keep it going. The Ford technique. The middle of a conversation is where most English learners struggle most. Small talk runs out, silence comes, and nobody knows what to say next. But here is the secret of every great conversationalist in any language. They always have somewhere to go. And the reason they always have somewhere to go is because they use a simple framework called Ford. Ford stands for F, family. Questions and topics about family, relationships, connections. Do you have family here? Did you grow up in this city? Are you visiting or do you live locally? O, occupation. Questions about what people do, their work, their career, their passion. What do you do? How long have you been doing that? What do you love most about your work? R, recreation. Questions about what people do for fun, hobbies, interests, passions outside work. What do you do outside of work? Do you have any hobbies? What are you really into at the moment? D, dreams. Questions about aspirations, future plans, things people are excited about. Is there anything exciting you are working toward? Do you have any big plans coming up? What is something you have always wanted to try? 4 categories, an unlimited supply of genuine, interesting conversation topics. And here's how to move between them naturally. You do not jump, you link. If they mention their job, you ask an occupation question. When that runs out, you link to recreation. And outside of work, what do you enjoy doing? When that runs out, you link to dreams. Is there anything you are really excited about at the moment? Ford keeps the conversation moving. Always forward, always warm, never stuck. The echo and expand technique. Here is one more technique for the middle of a conversation that makes you sound like the most engaged and interesting person in any room. It is called echo and expand. And it works like this. When someone says something, you do 2 things. First, you echo. You repeat a key word or phrase from what they just said as a question. They say, "I have just started learning to paint." You say, "You paint?" 2 words. That is it. And watch what happens. They immediately expand. They tell you more. They feel heard and encouraged, and the conversation deepens without you having to ask a single prepared question. Second, after they expand, you expand your own response. You use the speaking formula. Opener, main point, detail, connector. Honestly, I think that is incredible. I have always wanted to try painting, but I never quite found the courage. What made you start? Echo, expand, formula, connector. That four-step sequence in any conversation, in any situation, makes you the person everyone wants to keep talking to. How to exit. The closing. The ending of a conversation is just as important as the beginning because the last thing someone remembers about a conversation is how it ended. And most English learners end conversations in one of two ways. Either they disappear suddenly because they do not know what to say and the silence becomes unbearable, or they overstay. They keep talking past the natural ending point because they do not know how to leave gracefully. Both feel awkward. Both damage the impression you leave. Here is the blueprint for a perfect conversation exit. Step 1. Signal the ending. One natural phrase that tells the other person, warmly and without abruptness, that the conversation is coming to a close. I have really enjoyed talking with you. I should probably go and find my colleague. It has been so nice meeting you. I don't want to keep you from the rest of the event. I feel like we could talk for hours, but I should let you enjoy the rest of the evening. Step 2. Express genuine appreciation. One specific thing you valued about the conversation, not just nice to meet you, but that thing you said about connecting the dots, I'm going to think about that for a long time. Specific appreciation is the difference between an ending that is politely forgotten and an ending that is genuinely remembered. Step 3. Leave a door open. One forward-looking phrase that signals you would like to continue the connection. I would love to continue this conversation sometime. If you're ever at one of these events again, look for me. Would you mind if I connected with you on LinkedIn? These three steps, signal, appreciate, open the door, create a conversation ending that makes the other person smile long after you have left. Now, let us practice the complete blueprint. I am going to be your conversation partner right now. You respond out loud to everything I say. Ready? 1. The opening. Hi, I really liked what you said in the meeting earlier. You made some interesting points. Pause the video now. Respond with a follow-up question in 30 seconds, out loud. Good. Now introduce yourself naturally. Use, by the way, I do not think we have met. Pause the video now in 15 seconds, out loud. 2. The middle. Ford technique. So, what do you do? Are you based in this office? Pause the video now. Answer using the speaking formula with a filler, then ask a forward question back in 45 seconds, out loud. 3. The echo and expand technique. I actually just started taking photography classes in the evenings. Pause the video now, echo one key word as a question, then expand your own response using the formula in 45 seconds, out loud. 4. The exit. Now, close this conversation, signal the ending, express specific appreciation, leave a door open. Pause the video now in 30 seconds, out loud. You just completed a full English conversation, opening, middle, exit, using everything you have learned in this challenge. That, right there, is what 8 days of building looks like. So, how it all connects. Here is the complete picture. Day 1, the output habit keeps you speaking. Day 2, shadowing gives your voice the rhythm of English. Day 3, chunks give you the automatic units that fill the conversation naturally. Day 4, The formula organizes every answer, every response, every point. Day 5, the conversation simulator means you have already practiced this alone. Day 6, fillers filled the silences so the conversation never dies. Day 7, pronunciation makes every word land clearly. Day 8, the blueprint gives the whole conversation a structure that holds everything together. 8 layers, one complete system. And tomorrow, day 9, we address the one thing that can still stop all of this from working, even with the right words, even with the right structure, even with the right pronunciation. The fear, the freeze, that moment when everything you know disappears and the only thing left is the heart beating fast and the silence getting louder. Tomorrow, we eliminate it for good. Day 8. Done. So, what we learned: a real English conversation has 3 parts: the opening, the middle, and the exit. Each part has a specific blueprint, and once you know all 3, you can start, sustain, and close any English conversation confidently, naturally, completely. The blueprint: opening, situational opener, genuine follow-up question, natural introduction. Middle: Ford technique, echo and expand, speaking formula throughout. Exit: signal the ending, express specific appreciation, leave a door open. Your homework: 1. Go back to your Day 5 role-play scenarios and do them again, this time using the full conversation blueprint: opening, middle, and exit, every time. 2. In your next real English conversation, use at least one Ford question and one echo response. Just one of each. Notice what happens. 3. Practice the exit phrases out loud today, all 3 steps, until they feel completely natural. 4. Tell me in the comments which part of a real conversation is hardest for you: the opening, the middle, or the exit. Your free PDF. The Day 8 PDF guide is in the description. The complete blueprint, all Ford questions, conversation starters, echo and expand examples, exit phrases, and your homework checklist. Download it now. Tomorrow, Day 9, the Fear Elimination Protocol. 3 specific techniques that prevent and recover from the freeze so you can walk into any real English conversation and speak confidently, immediately, without your mind going blank. If today gave your conversations a structure, tomorrow gives you the courage to use it. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.